Peace. This is a collective reading for October 11th to October 17th, 2021. Well, a major thing that's going to be happening on the 11th is Saturn will be going direct. So we have the planet that rules judgment and sticking to universal law going direct, and all of the energy associated with Saturn will also be coming back, springing forward. With retrogrades, basically the gravity of that planet is pulling on us. It's pulling on us in a way that makes us feel held back, specifically in the area that that planet resides in. So we have a lot of things from the past week that we may have learned. We may have gained wisdom and knowledge, and we may have learned our lessons in certain areas of our lives. And now we'll be able to take those things that we learned and create something with that energy. So we also have a air grand trine if you track the Black Moon Lilith, which is the theoretical point that is defined as like the furthest point of the moon's gravity, not gravity, the rotation of the moon. So if you're tracking that, we have a trine in the air signs between the Black Moon Lilith and I want to say Uranus and Saturn. And so the air signs are affected by this. If you have those in your chart, I know for a fact that mine are being affected. This is going to be around your thoughts and how you analyze things, and air is more about higher consciousness. So those things will be affected with the trine, and then also again with Saturn going direct on the 11th. So today I'm going to be using the Book of Doors Oracle, and it comes in this box like right here. It comes in this box, and originally it's used as a divination deck in tandem with a die. And so I don't use the die because I have to find it. There's a spot in the box for it to go and it's not there, so I placed it somewhere. And basically what you do is you draw cards based on the die. You roll once to get the row, and then you roll another time to get, well, you roll once to get the column, and then another time to get the row, and it'll tell you what card to pull from the deck. And I want to say the method that they use is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 10 cards in the spread, and it's based off of this Tetractys that was created by Pythagoras, and there is a there's a hermetic order of Pythagoras that follows this symbol. It's not a symbol, it's more of a tool or a map. And so when you use this book the way it's intended, when you use the oracle and the book and the die the way it's intended, you get some really amazing divinations. But coming out with the information and putting it all together and making it make sense, it takes a while. So I have this in my shop, this specific type of divination. It's called the Tetractys divination, and I actually had to build a automated way of putting it together. And so because of that, this comes out to more as far as like monetary value, it's going to be more than any other type of reading because there's so much that goes into it. Each of these has an element associated to it and other types of things going on. So depending on the card that lands on each spot, it changes and alters the positional description also. A lot of people that see this are like, what in the world is that? But every time I've done a Tetractus divination, I've always got some amazing outcomes. So the great thing about this deck is that it can also be used as an oracle deck without having to use the spread and the die and the chart on the back of the book. It can be used as a tarot deck even, because some of the cards do relate to the tarot. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get started. We're gonna use this like a oracle, so nothing fancy, but I will be using the Celtic cross spread that we used last week, and we will be asking the same questions. So while I am shuffling, I just want you to ground yourself and just think of water. I'm getting a lot of water today, so think of water running over your body, especially around the back. And this water is going to clear all of the attachments that don't belong to you. So things that don't belong to you, energy, thoughts, feelings, intentions, all of those things are going to go along with the flow of the current, and that current is going to flow all the way down to the center of the earth, leaving you with fresh and new energy. Then go ahead and take a deep breath through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Continue deep breathing. Being open to the messages that move forward. Please don't mind the sound of the train in the back. The train just passed about 5 minutes before I recorded, so I figured there wouldn't be another train for the evening. And just continue deep breathing. I'm going to start placing the cards out, and just look at the symbols or keep your eyes closed, whatever is more comfortable with you. And don't really associate any meaning to the cards as I lay them out. I will go through each and every single card that comes forward, including any jumpers. This message is timeless. So even though we have a date on the title and description of this reading, doesn't necessarily mean that everything will happen during those moments in time. It's just when I recorded this. We are doing this during the 10/10 portal. So today we have access to the energies that are present in the cosmos. And let's see. And I just want you to focus on your grounding cord, focus on your intentions, focus on the lower chakras, the lower energy centers. And just make a connection with those lower energy centers to the center of the earth. Make a connection with the upper energy centers to your higher self, to your cosmic gateway, to what connects you to the stars. And in the middle of those is going to be your heart. And I want you to just visualize the shift of energy from the earth going up to the heart, and that energy then going up into the cosmos, and the energy of the cosmos going down into the heart and going down into the earth through your grounding cord. This is going to clear your energy, reset things to the way they were when you were born. You're just going to form an egg shape around your aura. And I want you to picture electric blue all over your body. Now we're going to place some gold energy around your aura. This is going to neutralize and separate your energy and pull out any additional remnants of other people's energy, other people's intentions from your aura, from your vessel. And when you're done, just wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and open your eyes if you close them. If you kept them open, you may have seen some things like colors or flashes of light or any type of anomaly. Those are completely normal. So I'm going to start laying these down. We have beautiful. I gotta shift these. Interesting. So I will show you the bottom of the deck. We have Neith. Nice. Love this. I'll just put this right here. Okay, and I will be right back with the interpretation for this spread. Okay, so we're gonna get started with the interpretation. I'm just gonna move this up here. So our first card is Ra, and this is the heart of the matter. Ra is from the family of Pet, or the family of heaven, higher consciousness, higher realms. This card symbolizes creative power, great success in overcoming obstacles or danger. Now, in tarot, this card represents the Sun card, which is vitality, new life, completing a cycle. And specific to this imagery here, masculine and feminine energies that come together with time. So, in traditional tarot, the sun, and also in astrology, the sun represents the father or the masculine energy in your DNA. So this card is both the sun and the moon. What is coming together to give birth to an idea, to a relationship, to business plans, and how can that energy be utilized at its best? Next is the situation, which is right here. I just moved it back. The situation. We have Kem-T from the family of heaven as well. This represents chaos, or the opposite of the cosmos. So before everything was created and given order, there's chaos. This also symbolizes confusion, disillusion, the breaking down of structure, and again, the opposite of order. So right now, you may be facing some sort of chaos in business, in your place of work, in your family. Somewhere in your life there's chaos, and that's crossing what's creating life. Next is the foundation, the long-term influence. So we have Sokar from the Duat, or the family of the Underworld. This symbolizes darkness, inertia, a time of testing, planting the seed of a new cycle. So there was something that was planted in the past that is supporting the creation of life, that is supporting coming through chaos and creating order. Next we have the more recent influence. So we have Neith, also in Pet, family of heaven. So this symbolizes an auspicious time to make contacts and connections, networking with people, making things happen by communicating with other people, integration and creativity. So integrating who or what you wanted from here into your body, into your life, into your reality. You have the ability to change, to evolve, as long as you integrate that into you. And no one can tell you who you are. Only you can do that. Only you have the power. Next is, if nothing changes, and this is pretty funny, if nothing changes, if you don't take the advice from the spread, we have Amsu, from the family of or the family of the moon. This card represents sexual pleasure, rejuvenation, initiation, and getting that even if things don't work out the way that you wanted, you will still have growth. You will still have something fertile. You will still have something that will sprout, but it's not going to be what you planted in the first place. It's going to change and adapt, and it still has purpose. So if you don't take the advice, it's not the end of the world. You're just going to get a different outcome. This card specifically talks about the tale of a man that created warriors by sleeping with everyone's wives. But the outcome, even though the way it came off in the beginning, and the outcome was an army of half gods, half humans. So again, you may not get what you originally asked for, but there will be something that comes out of it that will have its own blessing. Next is this kind of tired me out. So this also has to do with the sacral chakra, the sacral center, the second chakra, where our creativity, some of us have this energy center that creates the driving force behind everything that we do in the day. If you follow human design, this would be the card of a generator. So getting that energy and making things with it instead of trying to just put out fires until you're done for the day. This also is about creating order again when faced with chaos. So next we have the immediate future with the Neter Neteru. This is the combination of all of the Neter, or the Neter Neteru, the gods and goddesses that all animals and people descend from. So this card is reminding us that anything can be done. Nothing is impossible. Expect the unexpected. So this is coming up in the immediate future. So something is coming forward. Something is going to present itself. A miracle will happen. You will be surprised. You will be in awe of whatever this is that's coming forward for you. Next is the subconscious desires. So we have Aset, family of Ra, family of the Sun. This is relating to magical knowledge and protection. I can't even read my own handwriting. Great powers of inspiration and creativity. The bringing of life and the honoring of the female principle in all things. This also relates to the High Priestess card in Tarot, which is the secrets of life, the mysteries of the universe. Knowledge is power. Also Venus, the values and the love, and everything coming together to create your life. Let's see that right here. Next we have the influence of other people. So we have Satet, Ta, family of Earth. This is purification, starting a new project, the right time for action, and sending energy outward with intention. As you can see, Satet is here putting energy, which looks like they're drawing out symbols and then sending that energy to a distant place. So something that is long distance, something that can be felt long distance. I'm also getting the star in tarot, so flooding, giving life. Satet would flood the Nile and rejuvenate everything and give it life again. So this is also about spiritual growth. The connection to Sirius, the star, astrology, peace, and positivity. Next we have your hopes and fears with Nefertum, family Akut, family of fire. This symbolizes the joy of realization, the distillation of experience, a young lover or child, so creating something that takes time. And I am also getting that this is related to the long process of getting information, of getting wisdom. Sometimes it could take 10 years, 50 years, 70 years to get to the point of really loving and enjoying the wisdom that took a lifetime to gain. So yeah, I'm getting that for hopes and fears. You may feel like you don't have the time, but really, you can't rush what's already there for you. You can take steps to step into it, but you can't rush something that took 100 years to gain. And especially now, like, we do have technology, we do have things that help us speed up our learning abilities, but we're still in time that we'll kind of manage when we're ready. Next is the likely long-term outcome. We have Mescanet from the family Neith, family of the wind. This is about birth, materialization, new beginnings. Consider the influence of astrology. I love this because astrology is like all over this. This is also relating to the Empress in Tarot, so giving birth to something, multiplying, Mother Nature, creativity, sensuality, and nurturing. And then we also have the bottom of the deck, which is Mut, the family of the moon, or the role of the mother, gestation in a physical, mental, or spiritual sense, selfless love. And this deity is actually gender fluid. So at the end of this reading, we have the final outcome and your energy as someone that is nurturing and motherly and someone that keeps things in order and that others look up to. I love this because the world needs more nurturing. The world needs more mothers. The world needs more creators of life, creators of ideas. Mothers help support the ideas that their children have. They support the outcome of their children and the direction that they're going. And someone just recently told me that not everyone has a mother, which I didn't realize until I looked at things from a queer perspective. So we may have people that they have the womb that nurtured us until we were born, or they hold sacred space for us to give birth to ideas and to give birth to plans. And that's what I'm getting from this energy here, is that it may not necessarily be the birth of a child or newborn. I'm getting the birth of ideas, the birth of partnerships, the birth of business, the birth of money even. I'm getting connections that are being made in order to create something new. I also get more and more of the star energy. As I'm looking at this, I'm seeing a shooting star even. And I remember seeing somewhere that said that October would be the month that we would see a lot of shooting stars or celestial bodies moving in the sky. Even the planets are visible in the sky right now. And so paying more attention to those things and how they affect the material world. I'm also getting life cycle. What can you pass on to the next generation? What wisdom can you share with the next generation? And as a mother, it's almost a duty to share that wisdom before the life cycle ends. You're going to pass that down on to the next cycle and then onward and forward. This is specifically a message for feminine energies. What are you working on that can be passed down to the next generation, even if you don't have children? And is it worthwhile? Is it meaningful? And do you know if it will make an impact to other people? If you don't know, then that's something that needs to be figured out. Like, are you working on something that will affect the next lineage of people that take over our society, that take over our world, that take over our universe? And how does your piece of the puzzle fit into that? How can you give energy and wisdom and knowledge and time to the next generation so that they can go further into whatever it is that you're doing? Okay, thank you. So my guides are telling me this is it. It was a pretty quick read compared to last week. So yeah, I'm really excited to use this deck. I'm really excited to show this on YouTube, and I look forward to doing another reading with the Neter or the Neteru. So I will see you later, and please check out the rest of my content on my other pages. I do have TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. You're more than welcome to follow me on those platforms if you wish. And I will see you around. So, Ixahan, love you. Take care.